Really can do with this, as you rotate it, you become very mobile and you can walk around. Now, when we initially set this up, we set it up so it has a large swing on it. And one of the things that happens, setup of the rotator is critical. Now, the only thing that's really important in the setup is leveling the vehicle, because you bring it from side to side, and also footprint. If we were in muddy conditions, we would want to crib this up. The body on what we call our rotator series is exactly the same as the integrated, with the exception of we have the ring gear cut out, and the ring gear cutout just allows it for the ring gear itself. So as we tie in the main frame to the frame, the subframe of the truck, what you are seeing is we've eliminated a lot of the wind up, what we call it, in the subframe, by adding struts in it. We started doing this on the 50-ton itself.
So as I'm bringing this around, I can look down at the remote. It's telling me that I have a load of 20,000 pounds. It tells me my capacity is 33,000. It says I'm at 61% of capacity. So I know that I'm well within the working limits of the truck itself. And Tom touched on the spreader bars a little bit. We had some questions earlier for some guys about the correct operation of spreader bars. You will make sure that those end caps are set that way, with the meat cleavers coming up from the top, and then the slotted hookup there for the shackles at the bottom, there at the bottom. If you don't do that, it'll put the ends of that spreader bar to bind. If you get it under a heavy load, it will cause...
You know, the spreader bars, as we talked about the spreader bars, you know, they are truly a 20-ton, 40,000 pound. We're nowhere near. If you pay attention to Facebook, you saw, I don't know if you saw the Southwest Airlines plane that ran off the runway on Wednesday in Orlando Airport. You saw one of our customers, Robbie at Ace. He's lifting the 737 with our spreader bars as our rotator, lifting the front of it, putting it back on the runway. What I did in the back, and I took the short spreader bar, and the reason why I say short, I mean short this way, I shortened it up so it just grabs the straps, and we basically went through the wheels, coming through and coming back around instead of going to the outside, to keep the Durabrite wheels from getting scratched up. This is a brand new truck, we don't want to damage it. So if we look at this, 20,600 pounds, we have working load limit of the wire rope, 16,500. We're not over on the working load limit of the wire rope, nor the straps, nor anything else. It just gives you that flexibility of not damaging the chrome mirrors, the chrome air filters, and giving you a wider stance. That's what we're talking about. Now Billy's taking this handle, and as you rotate the handle, the rotate is the rotation of the boom itself. Now when we rotate the boom assembly as itself, and we did chain up the suspension, but you can see he becomes mobile and can walk around. And one of the things that happens as we build the trucks coming off the line, this is a brand new truck. You know, having a brand new truck, in owning this brand new truck, we have a lot of proud owners out there, and we always like to thank all the people for letting us use their trucks. And it's always that first scratch you never want to put in it. We sure as heck don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to be the guy to put the first scratch in this truck.
What Billy can do, we don't have a tagline, and the tagline is, so Chuck's up front, kind of holding it so it doesn't swing. But as you learn to use a rotator, the sensitivity in your hand, once you start moving it, keep it moving. Don't try to increase the speed or decrease the speed, because that's when it starts to pendulum, is what it does. So you can see the 1150 as we talked about it. One of the things that happens with the 1150, we can't control this, but the vertical cylinders that are here in each one of the legs, each one of the vertical cylinders, this just came out of the factory, we try to get all the air out of the cylinders, but we can't. Honestly, there's no way you can. You got cylinders that are horizontal and vertical. So over the first 2 months or so, you start to see the truck that maybe lisp a little bit, and that's just the compression of the air to work the air out of the system. Normally these trucks are very, very stable. Actually, Andy Chesney's truck, Andy sitting in the audience, we took his and did some 69,000 pounds of his back in March, and it becomes very stable. It's just a matter of the ground. So you can see how far out we are. And Billy's, you know, way past what you would normally do, but that's the, again, the 20,600 pounds that he's lifting, and the smoothness of the unit, and the finesse of the unit. So we'll be here, certainly, by all means. We're running just about on time. If there's any questions about the attachment, hookup change, you can go look at that. Warren's here, all the rest of us are here. God bless you. Thank you for putting up with us. From Miller Industries, thank you.
Thank you.